Okay, Coach, summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready? 18 Gator. Christian travel.
Defense wins championship, baby. Watch quick.
A former star in nearby Georgia, this is Sony Michel. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Down Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Hey, Charlie, look at me. Zipper.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Switch. 11. Double up. Gun. Kill. Hey, gun.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. And he fires one incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw is Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Bryant. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 56 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
51, sub, go!
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. There goes a deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown Falcons. Dez Bryant. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Parkey adds the extra point. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmts.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Alpha. Yep. Mike by 4, Mike
From the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At their own 40-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big run there by Freeman. Give him 42 yards on the ground. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Check 52, come on. In your face.
They'll run here with Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hey, back up. Get it.
2nd and 4. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cameron Meredith. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, South, get up! All right, get up!
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
39. What? Hey, high 7.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Wait. Go. All right,
they go play action now. Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ryan now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
39.
Small. No.
Blue draw quarters.
Play action. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16.
52's the mic.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Ryan has it. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And an alley to run. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ryan Izzo, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's caught. This is White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. On 1st down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Mike, 45. Check pass. Check pass. 45, 45, 45. Mike, 45. Blue Dan, blue Dan. Hey, exit. Fire the mic. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
On the ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And a dump off to White. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Mike, 45.
Hey, Foxtrot.
45, Mike.
Big grip.
From the gun, Herbert flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
15 yards, 1st down Atlanta. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
It's out of time. Hey, space.
Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And incomplete.
Ryan's pass, thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
61, Sam.
From the gun, Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball, I'm about to make a big play.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jordan Franks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready, 280.
52. Focus, defense, focus. Shoot.
Hey, Chris Lance. All right,
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
They still playing solid. Y'all playing wrong. Hey, 59, ready. Check. Ready, set.
From the gun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
21. Check 25.
Play action, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
20.
A 1st down carry for Smith. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's on it.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Fielded at the 33. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
On 1st down, Freeman. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Gun. Mike 55. Mike. Hey, echo. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
21. 55, 25.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll look to throw. He hits White, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
Go.
Mike, 54.
Smooth.
54. I'm coming.
He'll look to throw. Flush, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tack McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, here's White. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
He's back to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, 2.
They'll run. This is White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Pittsburgh. Hey, Wahoo! Me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming after you. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field. Congratulations to them.
So for Atlanta...